Good evening. The word of the day is rendezvous. Actually, this might have should have been yesterday's word, but we're going to do it today. My best friend came to visit this week. He came on Thursday and stayed until Saturday morning, when he was supposed to rendezvous with another friend of ours to pick him up and take him back home. He has a son who lives where my friend lives, and he also lives there, but he has a daughter who lives in Texas. And he was unwilling to fly out to see his daughter, so they said, if we've got to drive and get you, you're going to have to stay a while. So last October, he went to Texas. His son took him halfway, and his daughter picked him up halfway and took him on to Texas. Well, his son couldn't go halfway to get him, and he was really getting homesick to come home. So he called my friend and said, can you come and pick me up? Can you do the rendezvous? He called me and said, can I come spend a day or two with you? Said, that way I won't have to drive so far in one day. Said, I've got to go to Atlanta to pick him up. And he said, you'll be a lot closer to Atlanta than I am. I said, yeah, that's right. We're only 3 hours from Atlanta. You're probably 8 or 9 hours from Atlanta. So he came and stayed with us. And on Saturday morning, he said, I need somebody to go with me. I've never driven to Atlanta before. So my son went along with him to Atlanta. Well, the closer they got to the rendezvous part, they realized they were still too far apart to rendezvous in Atlanta. So they drove west of Atlanta on I-20 and stopped, and they were still too far apart. The folks coming to meet them were still in Mississippi. So they went further out I-20 and ended up in Alabama, almost in Birmingham. When they finally stopped and called them that time, the folks they were supposed to meet with were almost in Georgia. They had missed their rendezvous and drove right past them. They finally did get together and make their rendezvous and showed up here late last night. They had originally planned on being back here by 3 or 4 o'clock in the afternoon and driving on back to their home at the other end of the state. But even after making their rendezvous, they didn't make the trip. So it just goes to show you, when you're going to rendezvous, it helps if both parties know where the rendezvous point is and get there about the same time, if you really want to rendezvous right on time. I hope if you have to rendezvous with somebody, you get there on time and they do too, because that will make you have a great day.